Kelli first approached me, I said, wouldn't it be awesome if the Cowboys cheerleader uniform could get into the Smithsonian? And I said, right, wouldn't that be awesome, and how in the world is that going to happen? And so she began her letter campaign to the Smithsonian a few years ago.
My first letter to the Smithsonian was in 2002. I still have a copy of it, trying to kind of pitch the idea that the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader uniform should be at the Smithsonian. And it takes time. It's not an easy project, but 15 years later, we're here, and I'm very proud of that.
They're an iconic uniform. It's part of football history, part of cheerleading history. I thought they deserved to be in the Smithsonian. So I think 2 years ago, last year, Kelli contacted me. She wrote me a letter, and it was like, oh my gosh, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. So after that, it was like, yes, we want your stuff. We would love to include all your objects in the museum, and I think that's how it came to be.
It was wonderful. It was so much more than I expected. A lot more people. My friends and family came up for it, but it was such an honor after all these years for it to go in the museum.
This museum collects across America, and we have a particular emphasis on things that mean something to Americans, and we try to decide in a contemporary way what's going to mean something to Americans in the future. We also look for things that represent something bigger, but they're also a little unique. And clearly, these cheerleaders for the Dallas Cowboys, they're unique and they've done something extraordinary.
It's probably more meaningful to me professionally because I worked so hard to get our organization into the Smithsonian. The personal caveat is that the boots and the shorts were mine, and I wore them, and now they belong to the Smithsonian. You can't touch anything. But when I looked into the boots and I could see a little bit of my name still written in the inside of the boot with a Sharpie, it definitely was a special moment.
Amidst a lot of controversies, one of them was a rumor that the cheerleader's uniform was going to be changed. And so I got a phone call from my father that said, there's a line of women outside my office that think I'm going to change the iconic uniform from hot pants to biker shorts. I don't even know where the studio is. Could you come down and help? So I left Washington, I came in for the weekend, and sure enough, it was a rumor. There's no one who respects the tradition and the legacy of the Cowboys organization or the cheerleaders more than my father. But it certainly was a rumor and was certainly a brewing controversy. Fixed that controversy, and then while I was here, he asked me to stay. I never would have dreamed that 29 years later, that same uniform that sparked the controversy that got me from DC to Dallas took me back to DC to put it in the Smithsonian. It's been quite a ride.